Everything that you just heard came out of this. This is the NEXG acoustic guitar from Enya Music, but I can't really even call this just an acoustic guitar. This is a total music making device. It has two external speakers, one in the front and one in the back. It has a built-in drum machine with a variety of different styles and feels. It has a built-in looper that you can multi-layer parts onto. Plus, for the acoustic guitar sounds, it has 4 banks, and within each of those banks, there are 5 presets that you can customize with a multitude of sounds and effects. When you get the NEXG, it comes with a case, and it comes with a set of high quality earplugs. These are not just cheap earplugs at all. They kind of look like in-ear monitors. You get a wireless microphone that you can connect to the NEXG, and you can sing through the guitar with using the external speakers. And it comes with a wireless MIDI foot switch that you can control the looper, and you can change banks for the acoustic guitar sounds. It even comes with this really cool stand that doubles as a charger. And when it's fully charged, it will turn green. When you want to put the NEXG in the case, this top part, which is makes it very comfortable leaning against your body, very, very easily unscrews from where the strap pins would go. It pulls right out, and you can easily store it in the case. The strap pins are a standard size that most any strap easily could fit onto. You just strap one in the back, this makes it a little bit easier, I feel, sometimes. When you're sitting, I always like having a strap on the guitar when I'm sitting, or if you want to stand up and play. In the back of the guitar, as you can see tucked away right there, there is a line out to go direct in to a mixing board or interface. There is a microphone input if you have a wired microphone you want to connect to it, and you have the earphone output, and you have a USB-C. So to turn on the NEXG, you first long press the big button next to the LCD screen, and you should see the logo pop up, and then you get the home screen, and the home screen starts in the guitar mode. The big number right there that's highlighted is the volume of the guitar, and you can control the volume by turning the knob left or right to increase or decrease. And then you have the 4 presets of the guitar sounds. So you have acoustic, and within that you have several different preset modes you can select with the app, which I'll go through. And you push the button, and it switches to the guitar preset bank, the fusion preset bank, and then the lab preset bank, and then back to acoustic again. So let's first go through the drum machine section. So you push drum, and it starts with the drums off. So let's turn the drums on and go through some of the patterns. So the first two patterns there, the 4/4 beat and the 6/8 beat, are basically a metronome. So you turn the drum on by clicking that. So now the drums are on. The DV13 drum volume is highlighted. Whatever is highlighted, the knob controls. So if that's highlighted, then we have the volume. You can hear it's getting louder, goes up to 16, or it can go down to 0, which is basically off. And BPM, if you click BPM, now the knob controls the tempo, the beats per minute. So to the left it gets slower, and to the right it gets faster. Let's go back to 120. So now I'm going to just go through and just show you some samples of the different drum patterns. So we have the 4/4 beat, 6/8. That's a 6/8 beat metronome. If you want to practice something, a 6/8. And let's go through a different pop presets. Then we have funk. After funk, we get rock. Go there. This is simple rock beat. Then we can, a lot of different patterns. The rock, we get blues. And another blues pattern. Get the fill in there. Now we have different effects, little sounds. We have some reverb on the snare there. And then we have jazz. Everything is really, really well thought out for the next G2. A metal beat. If you want to turn the volume, the tempo down. Punk. Actually, we missed indie. Or like an indie rock beat, or a punk. And after punk, we have pop again, but now 6/8. And we have 6/8 jazz. And we have a couple of 6/8 indie patterns. Three 6/8 indie patterns. So that's just a quick overview of what you get as far as the drum patterns, so you can, use that when you're creating a loop or just, jamming with someone else and you want a drum beat. Okay, so now on the looper page, we click on the left and we have the looper page. We have a whole bunch of settings here. So on the top, acoustic, that is what we presently have the guitar sound as. DV, once again, this drum volume, because with the looper we can choose to have the click and the drum beat to play along with. So follow off means the drums are not on, and then actually follow off, let's follow off. And now we have the drum rock 1 pattern going when we do our loop. DV, the drum volume, just to make sure it's at a comfortable volume for you to play along with. Master volume for everything. That is a looper volume. So when you do a loop and it plays back, you want to make sure it's going to be hopefully at the same volume that you inputted it at. You don't want to play the loop and then when you stop the loop for have it loop, you don't want it to be at a really low volume and you don't want it to be really loud. So you want it to kind of be equal to what you played it at. So this helps you control that. And then we have the BPM of what the drum pattern is. And in the middle here, you can manually start and stop the loop and clear it. So if you wanted to go through doing a loop, I would suggest using the foot switch, but if you're going to do it manually, you push that button in the middle, you hear the 4 count, and then you have whatever drum pattern you selected. Let's say you'd be recording right now, and if you wanted the drum volume a little less or more, that's how you control it. And when you click this once, now it's going to play back what you did. We're not recording right now. I just wanted to go through so you can easily see on the screen how you go about doing a loop, but we're going to go through creating a loop with this. So now let's go through what those 2 buttons to the left of the LCD screen do. So the button on top, if you quickly push it, you get the tuner. You can see it goes through each string, tells you if in tune, if it's green, if sharp or flat. If it's not in tune, these are mostly in tune. And then push it again. That top button actually has a very, very cool secondary function. So if you can use the NEXG2 as a Bluetooth speaker. So let's say you're playing a song through it. If you long press it, you get rid of the vocals. And push it again and they come back. Which is really great if you want to sing along to something minus the vocals. I mean, they're not 100% gone, but they're like 95% gone, enough that you can easily sing over it. And the button on the bottom is a mute for the guitar. So if you're playing the guitar and you hit that, it just turns the guitar off. And it also turns on and off the Bluetooth. So if you have the Bluetooth speaker going and you long press it, the Bluetooth is off. And then if you push it, long press it again, the Bluetooth comes back on. So that is what those 2 buttons to the left of the LCD screen do. So also from the main screen, you have the settings button. So if you push settings, now you have the volumes for all the functions. So GT's guitar volume, and you can raise and lower it from there. You can plug a microphone into the NEXG2 in the back. There's a line out, and there's a microphone in. And you can control that level, and then we have the Bluetooth volume, the line out volume, the OTG volume, and the headphone volume. And this is the contrast for the screen, if you have it lighter or darker, or the brightness, sorry. And then some other functions. Those 4 dots, there's a foot switch, language to reset it, and microphone, which we're going to go through. It comes with a wireless microphone. And that is the settings menu. So like I said, there are 4 different banks that contain 5 presets each. So on the first one here, I am set on the acoustic, which I set those specific effects with. And by the way, I was running direct into the computer when I did a demo song, but now you're hearing it directly from the speaker. If I click on the large button once, it shifts to the next bank called rock, which I have this particular sound is a delay. Then we have fusion with these set of sounds. And then lab which have more of a, that's set with more of an ambient sound, but you can customize and change any of these. Go to your app store and download the Enya Music app. Once you open it, you should see an icon of the Cyber G, so you can, it doesn't really matter if you want to switch to the guitar you have, as long as you connect, it'll connect to your device that you own. So you can see it says NEXG2 system. I click on it, and then you arrive at the mixer board page, where you can control the guitar volume, the line out volume, the OTG output volume, and the headphone output, as well as the Bluetooth audio, and the vocal mic in, and the UHF mic volume. So say go to presets. Right now you can see on the top here the 4 different banks: acoustic, rock, fusion, experimental. So the preset I presently have right here is auditorium. So if I wanted to go and edit that, you arrive at the guitar EQ page. So if I can very, very easily just shift this around to, there are set frequencies, but you can shift the level of those frequencies. So if you're find it's too bright, you just bring some of that down, and it's very responsive and very, very easy to use. Then you have effects. So in this particular sound, I have the compressor is not on, now it is on. When it's up, it's off, down, it's on. And you can see that greatly boosts the volume. You just touch a knob, drag it around to your liking. You can hear the reverb. You can either have hall or church. So that's the hall. Slightly different sounds there. Your dry sound. You can have modulation filter. So the next thing that I'd like to show you are some of the functions of the Bluetooth foot switch that comes with the NEXG2. So when I first turned my pedal on, I have it set for channel switching mode. So the far left is the acoustic bank, and then this is the rock bank. I personally just have it set for more of a lead sound with a delay. Next one is fusion. With that particular sound, and last one is lab, which is this ambient pad-like sound. You know, and like I said before, you can change these to whatever you want. It doesn't have to be that sound. You can go in to the presets, then edit them. So now, if we click these first 2 buttons at the same time, now we're in the looper mode. So by clicking on the far left button, it starts the drum machine, gives you a 4 count, then the drum loop, and then you can start recording over that. So I click that and the loop starts. If I want to overdub something on top of it, click that. clicking that button right next to it stops it completely. If I click on the two buttons in the middle, that activates the tuner. So you can't see my screen, but the tuner is on, and I can, tune hands-free without having to hit one of those two black buttons there next to the LCD screen. And also, speaking of those two black buttons, when you are in the looper mode, clicking the top button allows you to overdub something on top of the loop, and the bottom button stops everything. So there you have it. This is just a very quick overview of the functions of the NEXG 2 guitar. It has a lot of stuff, and it would be a very, very long video if I went into detail about everything. But I highly encourage you to go check it out. I didn't mention really that, sometimes when you have all these all-in-one devices, they do a lot of things, but they're all okay. This does everything great. And on top of that, the playability of this is excellent. It comes right to your door all set up. There's no string buzzing and nothing, and the action was perfect, and it's very easy to play. So they got everything right with this one. So I would highly recommend you check it out. Go to enyamusic.com, and thank you very much for watching.